Drop the beat, Jay.
What's going on, y'all?
What up, what up, what up?
Welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Fun. We're here having a great time with my man, So Too,
Yes, sir.
Matt Mega,
Mega on the
on
vibe.
the ones and twos.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, we sitting up here looking at all of the wondrous things that we've been involved in through the years, you know. So too, we've had some incredible moments
Yes, sir.
that have led us up to right here and now. It's like
No.
LeBron and Bronny.
It's been a journey.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Don't be hating back there. Don't be hating back there.
hey, like, hey, there's been a lot of great father-son duos, Shador Sanders and Dion.
Shout out Dion,
You know,
Shador. And
you
Shiloh
know,
as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And, and also the Griffeys, Ken
Junior.
Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr.
All that. Yeah. Anybody second generation, Scottie Pippen Jr. Right?
Yeah, the Pippins is up in there. There are so many wonderful second generation
GP2,
situations.
GP3.
And I think that it's important. I think that it's important to understand how important that is for a second generation
Sure.
father and son
Yeah.
connection, having the ability to come to a common ground between generations. There's one thing to always think that things are getting worse as you're getting older. And, but it's important. And I'm sure for y'all to have somebody always wanting to push old ideas, let me ask you, are we even recording?
Yes, we are.
Okay, all right. So I just want to know, is this thing on? All right, yeah, so, back to Like Father, Like Fun.
We all on deck.
We are really about celebrating and commemorating second generation and multi-generational conversation so that we can come to a happy place in the middle, because there are a lot of things that just because they're new don't mean they're good, and there are a lot of things just because they're old and tried and true, there has to be progress and evolution with stuff.
Yeah.
And as long as the evolution is progress, I'm with it.
Yeah.
But we find that right now a lot of that isn't necessarily that. But the one thing that I know is, we have so much to be appreciative of, and I think it's important that we start showing it. So,
For sure.
being in this game for such a long time, I've been able to work with some incredible, talented people. Like right now, I'm working with you and Mega and Toy, other incredible folks. The cats over there, A1 and my man over at what's the
Tapped in.
Tapped In
Studios.
Tapped In Studios.
Yeah.
So I'm real happy to let you know that when we come back, we're gonna have our first guest.
Official.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Abdul Malik Abbott will be right here. So y'all hang loose. So blessed to be here with, one of my favorite people, Harlem in the house,
Yeah.
Mr. Abdul Malik Abbott.
What's happening, Cap? What's happening? Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I feel blessed to be here, to be your first guest.
100%.
For having me.
Yeah, man, it's like this whole thing is so trippy how you kind of come full circle. I'm listening to, I believe some Abdul music, some boss music, And then it's So Too, as I understand, is on here with you. I don't know when y'all had time to do that and bust that out, but I love the idea of the collaboration from when we started and collaborated so many years ago. You know, on some music on a video.
Right.
A piece of work that you did, which was some beautiful work that you came to the Bay Area and you shot and caught San Francisco and Oakland in ways that I'd never seen it through your lens. You know, I wouldn't have thought of Preservation Park, that place with the restored Victorians in West Oakland. You know, and then also over at the Palace of Fine Arts.
Right.
You know, these are places that we will have gone to as children for like field trips growing up, but never really thought of the iconic landmarks that there are over there. I mean, Golden Gate Bridge, Bay Bridge. Like, I mean, I know there's a shot that you did where I'm sitting I'm over in Crissy Field. I think we're over in Crissy Field, and the Golden Gate, and the way you captured that was incredible, you know. So, you know, but I mean, it wasn't like you was new to the game messing with me. I was new to the game messing with you in regards to it being one of the first independent videos that I'd worked on, working out with a company out of Japan, right? We both were
Right. Blue Dolphin Records.
Blue Dolphin, and we did some, you know, when you start to understand the world in the different regions and different spots, as an artist, you can start licensing your albums into these different territories without signing a worldwide deal here in America. And it just so happened that I gather you knew a cat, they're one of their representatives in New York from all the wonderful work you've done. Because I remember he said, no, you have to use this guy. You have to use this guy. I mean, it's like, you know, I was doing business with them and they spoke English, but, you know, it was, you know, the ability to communicate, we can do that. But the idea of them doing, you'd have to hear how they say your name.
Yeah, I don't even want to offend by trying it. But yeah, I approached the Bay Area as a tourist, basically, because that was my first time there.
Wow.
So to me, the iconic spots were already iconic. So I wanted to capture that. And that's how that's how we really rocked it. I mean, you're the one who kind of showed us around, to be honest with you. You were the artist and the location manager.
Well, you know,
And the tour guy.
I know that I was showing you, but you were seeing stuff. You were seeing stuff. Like I'm saying, I'm driving past all this stuff and all that, but you were able to capture some things. And I think it's a really a beautiful piece of work. It's got folks in there that we both love and miss who were part of that filmmaking process. I know one of your producers.
Yeah, Chevalier Reeves, rest in peace. He was a producer. He came in from New York. That's where I met Will Waller, Will as I called him.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Will.
Rest in peace.
My right hand man, Willie Mack. You know, we created so much music together over the 30 years or so, and I miss him every day because he is an incredible talent, and I think it's important that and understand that when we talk about being blessed, that's what we mean. We're still here to be able to talk about it and to do stuff, and like I think that it would be a great time right here maybe to even show.
Yeah, so basically what we're talking about is it's called It's All Good, Force One Network, featuring Big Brother Soul, a.k.a. ChopMaster J.
Hell yeah.
And let's go to the video. It was shot in film, back when people shot in film. So we went all out.
With a whole crew and everything.
With a big crew, not just a camera phone. So
It's all good, baby.
Oh yeah. What up, people? Big Brother Soul. Kicking back, relaxing in the hood. Honey's looking
skin tight and it's all good. Oh yeah. Drop the top now, we're on cruise control. Floating through the zone, we're on a roll. 'Cause it's all good. Yeah. It's all good. Touch your lovely feelings. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Feel me.
Got the music back on overload. People jocking 'cause we got that flow. Oh yeah. It's a ghetto thing that you can't feel. You can't feel, oh no. If you ain't down, you'll never know what's real.
All my brothers sing.
It's all good.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. Touch your lovely feeling. It's all good. It's all good.
That's right. We gon' flow on with a little something like this. So to the good job.
It's all good. It's all good. Things it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, can you feel me? Check it.
It's all good.
Big brother soul. Come on.
We got a happy feeling on a day like this. What more could you ask for, baby? Everybody's feeling groovy. To pass this up, you must be crazy. We got a happy feeling on a day like this. What more could you ask for, baby? Everybody's feeling groovy. To pass this up, you must be crazy.
Oh yeah. Loved ones. All my people. Dead. Big brother soul. In the 9-7. We all go to heaven. Man, that brought back some good memories, man.
Yeah, no, that was fun. And like I said, jokingly, but you were the tour guide,
Yeah.
the location manager, and the artist. So you did take us around to some really nice spots, and we shot the hell out of it. I think we shot for like, I want to say 2.5 days,
Yeah, it was a couple of days.
because we went around and just got cutaways like Berkeley and what's the San Quentin?
Oh, over in San Rafael, over in
Yeah, there's some shots over there. There's a lot of shots we didn't even use,
right.
but we definitely shot the hell out of that town.
Yeah, I mean, you know, San Francisco is one of the places with some of the most beautiful exteriors, for sure. I mean, they've been making films there forever, but you know, for like even when we were talking about Coogler earlier, and I was listening to him, and he was saying how he was able to make Fruitville Station really because he knew that area. And it wasn't, so he didn't have to go somewhere, travel, and learn the area. And, you know, and you were a quick study because you did come and learn the area and was able to pull off something that I feel was a beautiful video and captured some places that, you know, sadly enough, in some respects, a lot of it's still there for sure. And then some things are not, you know, and, you know, but, you know, I think more than anything else, when we talk filmmaking, because you are a cat that has inspired a whole generation of filmmakers and independent filmmakers with going back to from what I know some of the things in some of your past from Spike Lee days and working on films with Spike Lee films and things. Do the Right Thing, Mo Better, Blues, and I'm sure others do the right thing, and but to go in and do State Property, which you wrote and directed, right?
Yeah, I co-wrote it, but I directed that one. Yeah.
And that was one of the films because bootlegging was real popular right then. People weren't going. Yeah, people were not. It was directed to video kind of DVD type of films.
No. That movie came
out.
No,
not that one.
Yeah.
Not y'all. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Y'all was one of the films that people still went and seen at the theater. It grossed some money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? During a period when people were just bootlegging films and stuff was going direct to DVD, that film went to the theaters and made money.
Right. I always call it the last of the hood flicks.
Okay.
And it was through Lionsgate and Rockefeller Films. Damon Dash was the producer. Obviously, Jay-Z had to be in it because it was part of Rockefeller. But it was one of those projects that was of is a small project in the scope of Lionsgate, which is a major studio. They weren't huge at the time, but they were on their way up. So it was like the little film that could. We got no promotion. It just went from city to city, and it was like when they put out the report, top grossing per screen average of a movie because it was only in 37 screens at one time, so it would always sell out. I get people calling me, "Oh, it's a movie. The line is around the corner," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh snap!" I'm just sitting here like, when is my movie coming out? When is it coming to the West Coast? Because it was on the East Coast before it made it to the West Coast.
Okay.
So it was an interesting time.
Yeah, because we went to see it. I took him as a youngster.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to see it.
I enjoyed
well, thank you.
that for sure. I watched that as a classic in my mind. Sure.
Well, and the one thing you did have, while it might not have been promoted through them, Jay-Z turned up the charts and ripping the charts with those hits after hits after hits. Definitely,
Rockefeller
was the promotion and stuff that helped to make that, and that whole culture. I mean, they were dominating the game at the time. And then you also made another film with Streets is Watching with them, right?
Oh yeah, with Streets is Watching. That was strictly Jay-Z's project, a long form music video, mini movie as we called it, and that came about after he put out the Sunshine video, which was real pop and bubblegum, and he's on a roller coaster and it's all this dancing and everything. So they were like, nah, we got to bring it back to the streets. So they brought it to me. I'm not a street kid, but I know the streets very well. So that was a major project for Jay-Z, and it actually brought him back to where he wanted to be. And the video came out, and it's platinum. I got the platinum plaque at home.
There you go.
So
and
it does.
Yeah, so
It did it.
It was one of those projects that you wanted to recreate with other artists, but record labels just did not understand what we were doing. So basically, we had a almost like a video album, where you would have music videos and then skits and then another music video, and it's all uncensored. You can have nudity, cursing, whatever you want. And it wasn't for TV except for the Streets is Watching video. Everything else, you had to go and buy it. So talking about bootlegs, people were bootlegging it before we were done. Seriously, because it still had the time code on it. We were still
New York.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
The idea of it though is approaching it from that independent position and making those things happen, having the ability to be innovative and creative in making that. I mean, I gather back in the day they used to call stuff long form videos. You know what I'm saying? But that had gone away for years, and by the time y'all brought it back, it was definitely a different twist on it with some new people, because
I think Michael Jackson did something. I think Mos Def was in it too, but I forgot the name of it. But Michael Jackson was the only person I can think of that had like a long form.
The Moonwalker thing. I remember I bought that for them when they were little. He was up on Moonwalker, and then we bought the video game, Sega Genesis.
Sega, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then also Michael was spending millions upon millions of dollars to make that, right?
We ain't had that budget.
Right. See, so once again, what would they say? Necessity is the mother of invention, or in this case, the brother of invention. By having to pull resources and be creative. Really have to know you have to know your shiznit so that you can be able to pull off things that people who have these multi-million-dollar budgets are able to do. And so, I mean, shout out to you with all that, been doing that stuff. And being here on the West Coast, I know you been doing big things over the DGA and the steering committee. You've even invited us to some events that have been mind-blowing. I want to thank you for some of these industry inside events. I mean, first of all, when you go to a showing of a film at like the DGA or whatever, no phones. They don't want to see a phone. You have to know how to go to a movie to go there. You can't be some fool sitting up in there thinking you're getting ready to shout at the screen or something.
No,
and
don't do that. There's no food in there.
Hey, right, there's no food. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So, but also we have been able to meet people that we grew up watching on TV and film. There recently, I remember one of the cats that I met that I always loved, because I found myself to be more of a fan of character actors than of the movie stars. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they grow into being the movie star, but I like character actors. And one of my favorite character actors I met was an alumni from my old high school, Art Evans. And Art Evans went to Berkeley High School, and Art Evans was in a bunch of different films, like Soldier Story. He played, I think, Wookiee in Soldier Story. He played in JoJo Dancer. He played in lots of movies. That's why he's a character actor. He's in a bunch of different films, but he was such a great cat, and he passed away just, I think, not long ago, a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And shout out Art Evans. Once again, this is why we're dope. You know what I'm saying? We're products of our environment. And the idea that people like Art Evans and all kinds of the different folks, I mean, cinema is big up in the Bay Area. Whether it's George Lucas up there, whether it's Francis Ford Coppola, and up in Napa, whether it's Ryan Coogler, there's also my man from the Coup, Boots Riley, who's made some independent films recently. I think it was The Last Man in San Francisco, or Excuse Me, Brother. What was the movie that he had? Pardon Me, Brother. He's made some films. The Bay has been getting down, and you got my man, the other cat that was up in Hamilton, but he also had. What's his name? He went to Berkeley High. David.
Yeah, David. Yeah, it was. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Bay Area has been continuously popping, and stuff like that with filmmaking and the different folks. But like I said, I've met people through being invited by you to these DGA events and
right. And if folks don't know what the DGA is, it's the Directors Guild of America. Some people don't know that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had some people come through. I was telling you before, like we gave Ryan Coogler his first award for a film he did in 2010 called Fig. And it was through the Student Film Awards, DGA Student Film Awards. So I got to meet him and his wife. I guess it was his either girlfriend or wife, but I'm sure it's his wife now.
At the time now, yeah.
And he was like the nicest dude ever.
Right. Right. He just was like a regular good ass brother, and it's like that's the part that is really cool. He's not pretentious. It doesn't seem at all, and I don't think he can be. I think that he's real to the core and
organic.
And it reflects in his work. I gotta tell you, I saw that Black Panther, and it made all those other superhero movies seem really ridiculous at one time. It's like, because he tied in storyline, he tied in a purpose to have those super bodily functions, the different superhuman things that you could do with the vibranium and all, and then the everything, the story was so flushed out that the character seemed necessary, and you hope that character really exists. And I know that myself, as well as a lot of black folks, really wished Wakanda, or really hopes and thinks Wakanda exists, and maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe Ryan knew something we didn't know, But I liked how he tagged it all back into Oakland, and I look forward to him being one of the great filmmakers for years to come. I do want to see Sinners. Did you happen to?
Yeah, I saw Sinners last week. Went to a premiere. I thought it was dope. He did some really innovative things, and it's like a movie you could be proud of when you see it. You'd be like, oh, damn, he did that, and he's young, and he's hungry still, and he knows what he's talking about. So I think the most important thing about this movie is that people big it up and go see it, and it seems like people are going to pay money to go see this.
There it is. That's the thing.
They bring people back to the theater.
Yeah, Chase. I want to see it. I told him I wanted to go see that one.
Yeah, it's definitely worth seeing a few times. So I'm going to see it again and just sort of study what he did, because, I'm going to give props to Michael B. Jordan, too.
Okay.
Because he's a producer on the project, and he's playing two characters. No spoilers.
All right, don't tell me no more.
No, it's in the posters.
We saw the behind the scenes though. We watched that too. But I definitely we seen he played two characters.
I never give spoilers.
Michael B is a
Michael B is a
dope
beast.
ass.
Well, he's got one of my favorite actors in it too, Delroy Lindo. I saw that,
Delroy's
and I love him.
Delroy.
He will always be. I'm sorry, I know people don't like it when you. He's West Indian Archie.
West Indian Archie.
For me, forever. That was one of the best on-screen characters in life. West Indian Archie, man, and
from Malcolm X.
Yeah, from the Malcolm X film, Spike Lee Malcolm X movie, with Denzel acting his ass off in that. And
no, Delroy did a good thing. I mean, I see, and the thing is, I meet all these guys because I work. Produce and direct for the African American Film Critics Association, so they always are getting awards.
Okay.
So I'm always there helping them get awards.
Okay.
So Delroy Lindo got an award maybe 2 years ago. We gave him a legacy award.
Okay.
And this guy was so humble. He was like, this award means so much to me, and he's crying and everything. I'm like, well, damn.
Right.
We need to just give him his flowers.
He's one of these great character actors that, it has star quality. He could definitely be a lead man with some stuff. But from what I understand, he's from somewhere else, but he relocated to the Bay, and I saw where he recently said his career didn't jump off till he moved back to the Bay. So there's something in the water in the Bay. There's something in the air. There's something there where some of the greatest talents that have washed ashore there and ended up launching from there. And I just think that it's so appropriate to make sure that we always shout out the Bay, because as much as one side of it seems to be kind of being broken down and socially reconstructed, and the word gentrification, which I don't like that, because I saw someone, I can't go into all the definitions, but that's such a kind sounding word, gentrification, for what it actually is. It's almost misleading, but it's like when when folks down at the fucking pound we have to euthanize.
Right.
You mean kill the
slaughter
right,
the animal.
exactly. But
get rid of.
I really love how the filmmaking world is doing these transitions that's going on right now is very important, with AI taking over a lot of it's a trip how technology right now, where we're at with technology, and where the idea of trying to keep something organic and keeping it real with the people versus the machine. As a drummer, I grew up with being one of the first instruments replaced by technology with the drum machine. And so I had to learn how to program drum machine, which I don't like. I prefer to play. But the idea of being able to create organically versus the machine, it's always been a thing where the technology is supposed to enhance what you can do, not you be relying upon it. How do you deal with the idea of this?
Right now, I am using technology as a tool, not as a replacement for the artist, because I'm an artist
There you
from
go.
birth till whenever I go.
Right.
Because I can paint, draw, play music, make movies, direct, write. I don't dance.
A Renaissance man.
I don't sing.
He said, I don't break dance.
I don't break dance. But, all I've been is an artist my whole life. I never had a 9-to-5 job.
Give me a pound on that one.
I went to art school, high school, music and art high school, school of visual arts, college. So I just been in it. And I just see that technology helps, but it also is hurting.
Yeah.
So the hurting part, I can go deep into it because everything is affordable. People are getting dumbed down to looking at stuff that's sub-quality and thinking it's quality. So I'm still old school, thinking about analog versus digital. All right, I like the digital cameras because if you get the right lens and you light it properly, it looks good.
Right.
You can't beat it.
Right.
You can shoot film and it can look like shit. So
Right.
let's not go there. Let's do something that is affordable, which is digital photography. So I'm with that. I'm not with the replacement of actors, which I'll never replace them completely because you still need the voice. So no matter what.
Yeah, but you got people like Seth. I think Morgan Freeman, along with Bruce Willis, lent their voice and their thing out so that they can be
Right.
used.
Bruce Willis is sick. So I
Right.
think
Well, he did it right. He did it right before he
Okay.
did that. Yeah. He
So
that
you
was
can't even
that
talk
was his
Oh, okay.
that was his move. Well, I don't mean to interject, but that's what I always did kind of like about you is that you reminded me of one of the guys who I really, really, really admire more than you is Gordon Parks,
Right.
right? And Gordon Parks was the photojournalist because I know you as a dope ass photographer as well. That was something I think that your pops.
Yes. My father was a photographer as well. He was a teacher at the Studio Museum of Harlem, and he was a filmmaker.
Dope.
So that's sort of I got the bug from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I basically.
So this is second generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Here.
sure.
You and Abdul got a lot in common. With that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still got some stuff to work out with the AI. I think people overblew it a little bit, like just saying it so much, because AI has been around. I mean,
Sure.
just think about your GPS. That's artificial intelligence.
Right.
It's like
and
it's there.
thank God for it.
Right. Yeah. That one I would never want to go backwards and have to get the Thomas Guide and
Right.
try to figure out how
Yeah.
to get
For
places.
people who don't know what Thomas got, that's a map.
Right.
That's a map.
It was a big ass book that you had to figure out where you're going, and only in LA. In New York, I figured it out right away. But out here, it's a very big
Yeah, out here
place.
you can be 40 miles on the north side where you're supposed to have been on the south south on Figueroa. But yeah,
And now I'm definitely anti AI production of music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that one for when someone just puts in a prompt and comes up with a song. If you can't create the song, it's no fun. For me, if I can't play it or I can't get someone else to play it and I'm in charge of it or whatever, then I just don't have it. Because if you don't have fun doing it, then why do it?
right, right.
I mean, and I've heard these AI created songs. Some of them sound okay, but they all have the same. You can
vibe,
hear
yeah.
it. Like I can hear it.
Right. Well, that's what it's going to come
generic.
down to. It's going to come down to whether you can feel it or not. And that will, because it's all about, like we were riding today and I was listening to, was it Cavriel and Paco Amoroso? What does that
Yeah.
They are a group out of Argentina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I love their music. Music is hot, right? Music is hot, but I don't speak the language. But I didn't need to still be enjoying the music because it was how it made me feel. The chord changes were dope. The musicianship was dope. And I'm like, wow, now they singing in another language, and I don't really get it. I mean, I get when they emphasize certain things, but bottom line is music is how it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's synthetic,
Yeah, you can feel it.
yeah, you won't feel it.
Right. You can feel like it's fake. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel it.
And I grew up with a bunch of drummers, so I already knew like how they felt about drum machine. But see, I wasn't bothered by drum machines that sounded
Of
like drum
course
machines.
not.
Well, let me finish. I said if it sounds like a drum machine,
Right.
like if you're doing hip hop or it's the 808 or the 908 or whatever,
Right.
909,
909, yeah.
that's the sound. I did not like it when they started to do the triple hi-hat stuff. It's like it's hard to you can't really play that as a drummer, and plus it just sounded weird. So I'm glad it's slowly dying out. But I was always like all the tracks I produce, I try to make it sound like there was a real drummer playing it at least, and not try to go nuts with it. Only because I have friends who are drummers, including yourself. But I have friends who are drummers, and they're just rock drummers, mostly rock drummers. So they definitely wasn't feeling the drum machine.
Right. Well, the idea of making people feel is what's really, really important. With So2 and I, we're in two different spaces. Well, not really, because he's worked on what I'm doing as well. But even with us, some of the music that I've been doing recently, or that I'll be putting out, is songs that deal with the issues. And they're like, like the Over and Over song that we're checking out. And I have the song Spirit, Does Anybody Really Care, with Dave Hollister and the choir. And just other songs that question the establishment, and there's songs that are important for right now. But then with So2, and then they've got the re-up Sex Package 2, which deals strictly with fantasy. It's sex and a pill, something that, from what we know, doesn't exist as of yet.
I'm sure it does somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I have to get over to Sweden or somewhere where they are innovative with that. Matter of fact, probably right in Berkeley, they probably do have a simulated sexual pill. But the bottom line is, to have that kind of fun, to be able to do that, and to be those two extremes right now, I think that people need to be made aware and made conscious and cognizant of what's going on with our rights and who we are, and not let it affect us as people and humans. And then I think it's good to have that fantasy fun side as a form of escape from all that. You make music.
Yes.
And the music you make, I've liked a lot, and it's some groovy shit. I mean, I was blessed to be able to play or to be in one of them playing some drums.
Oh yes, we did the my band is called Boss, B.O.S.S, Boss, and we did a song called Mind, and had the master in it playing the drums, and a few years later we have another song that came out called Vice, the Liquid Lush remix featuring So2. Came in and blessed us with my first, hip hop feature on our R&B group.
Okay.
Makes me want to do it again. But yeah, that song is coming out really soon. Well, it's already out, but we actually want to do a video and promote and everything. So my group is primarily myself as the main musician, producer, and Natalie, who's a singer songwriter. And then I'll have
shout out Natalie.
Yes.
She's dope. She's talented. She's dope. She looks hella dope in the videos and music videos that you make. She looks great. You make her look great.
Yes.
Y'all look great together.
It's a vibe.
And I think, it's definitely a vibe. And, I love being a part of helping to create opportunity and visibility for folks, starting with myself. But the idea is that, all of us continuing to strive in 2025 is really, really, really important.
Right.
And I look forward to more things that we're looking at. I'm looking at you doing our documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Our documentary film, as well as a full-length feature that we are looking to do. But in Hollywood, you can't talk too much about it until you get it done.
Exactly.
Because it ain't about who got the idea; it's about who can get it done. This is a whole nother level out here. You know, you will get jacked and be mad. So,
right. I mean, and the goal is to actually do it. So,
right.
The perfect example, not to keep promoting this one particular song, Mind, but the song Mind, which we should play the video, but it's something that I kind of did on my own because I was bored. And then I was like, okay, I have these vocals that were already recorded, but we didn't do anything with them. So I built a whole song around the vocals that I sampled and broke it up into a song. And I was like, all right, I want to do this by myself. So I shot the video like I was the DP, the director, the producer, the editor, and I produced all the music. Just to say I did everything myself. Now there was one shot that my friend Mark came in and shot because I was in the video playing bass. But besides that, I shot everything. And it was the longest shoot I ever was on.
Okay.
I think it was like 6 days.
Okay.
Because I had to go to each place and film
But it was beautiful. It was in black and white.
Yeah, it was in black and white. I had to go to your house and drape your garage, black curtains, and I was by myself.
Right.
But no one would know. It looks pretty dope. So let's go to that video. It's called Mind.
Mind by Boss with yours truly on direction.
In my mind, when we're alone, in my bed, I'm still yours. In my mind, I'm still yours. You in my mind, you still yours. You in my mind, you still yours. You in my bed, I'm still yours. You in my mind, you still yours. You in my bed, I'm still yours. You in my mind, you still yours. You in my bed. In my bed, in my mind, am I right? Are you wrong? In my bed, in my mind, you want to know, am I right? You want to know, are you wrong? You want to know. We're alone, 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 it's not real. 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 We're alone, are you wrong? Dream, are you wrong? Dream, we're alone. Dream, we're alone. That I'm mine, that I'm mine. Scream, that I'm mine, that I'm mine. Scream, in my bed, in my mind, can't escape the fear. Am I right? Our minds create. Are you wrong? In my bed, in my mind, can't escape the fear. Am I right? Our minds create. Are you wrong? You want
was a lot of work, but it was fun.
You do incredible work, man. I mean,
Cinematography is amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, like I said, that's very Gordon Parks-ish of you. I mean, for a lot of people who don't know who Gordon Parks is, you should Google him. He was an incredible filmmaker. He was a photojournalist for Life magazine back in the day when there weren't many black photojournalists. Matter of fact, he may have been the only one. And he went in after that to do other things, but films that you really would know him for would be The Learning Tree, which is one of my favorite films.
Shaft.
You know, and then there's Shaft.
Shaft.
You know what I'm saying, which is what you would really know him for.
Fact.
So you should go check out The Learning Tree as well.
Right.
You know, and
Didn't you take that iconic picture, the hip hop picture on the
the early that one from 30 years ago, whatever. Yeah. He's incredible. I mean, he was so incredible. He kicked off a son who did his thing too, and he went on to do Superfly. So Gordon Parks and his son. Shout out to Gordon Parks and them, but Gordon Parks was really a renaissance man in film, in photojournalism, film, and music composition. He underscored that movie Shaft. He had Isaac Hayes come in and do the soundtrack, but Gordon Parks underscored the film. And that, I don't know if Martin Scorsese could do that. I don't know if Coppola can do that. I don't know if any of those cats can underscore their film and do all that, you know. But Gordon Parks did, and so does Abdul Malik Abbott, which we really want to thank you, Abdul, for coming through and hanging out with us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no doubt. But I want to say I'm proud of you guys for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's easy to say you want to do stuff versus doing it. And I know it's hard to like come down here and set all this equipment up. Even your man over there has to put in the work. But it's
shout out Toy.
Yes, indeed. The goal is to get shit done.
That's right.
And, you know, if you ain't going to have a deal with some other big entity, you can promote yourself. And, you know, I have cousins back east who has my cousin Damian Williams. He's the pod king, the godfather of pod in New York.
Okay.
And then I have another friend who, my other cousin, he has Sound Pros Production, Sound Pros radio show. So, but you guys are doing it now, and you got the video going. And like I said, I'm honored to be here, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, we've been building, we've been doing this thing for years. We're not going to stop. It's very important, and you're right. You know, I remember my father used to say, man, let me tell you something. There's a million reasons why you can't get something done, and there's only one reason why you can, and that's the only reason anybody's interested in. And that always stuck out, you know, and it's true. Yeah. And, you know, and I just want to thank you for being there with us and knowing that we have quality people to work with when those times arise to do stuff, because like you said, with technology, there's so many people out here. There's hobbyists. God bless them. God bless everybody that's creative as hell, and then those who feel as though they are, and then those who just want to do it because they want to do it. But for the people that put in the time and put in the work, and you know, and have, because there's no app for experience, even though it feels like it is, but it really isn't. You know, there's no app for experience, baby. And so, you know, here for us all, it's just a matter of continuing to move upward and onward, and to do some more great stuff. And you know, you should definitely be on the lookout for Boss.
Yes.
At Boss Music, where's Boss?
BossMusicNY.com is our website. BossMusicNY.com. And you'll see everything that we've done on that website. Obviously, we are on all the platforms, but it'd be nice if people want to buy the record.
Buy my records first.
My download.
You know, you know.
It costs money to make these records.
Please,
you
keep
know
it going.
Well, you know, and the acknowledgement and the encouragement comes back. I mean, the artist thing. I mean, it's cool. I mean, they don't let you go look at the Mona Lisa for free, and it's been there for 500 years. You still got to pay to go see you got to pay to see that little ugly woman in that picture. But at the end of the day, you know, it's art. It's a masterpiece, and art needs to be loved and it needs to be consumed and rewarded for those. So you know, you've been supporting Leonardo da Vinci for 500 years. Come and support Abdul Malik Abbott.
100%. Y'all have been. I mean, honestly, you've been out here for the culture for a minute now. You know, I'm a firm supporter of.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I mean, it's not over yet, obviously.
No, we still doing it. That's what's really, really, really cool, because so many people of our loved ones and of our community who have been leaving us, you know, rapidly. And it's not for us to say. I mean, you know, another thing my father said: everybody's born with that number. When your number is up, your number comes up. That's it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all are born with it. So it's really a matter of showing your appreciation by being as productive as you can each day for being here. And, you know, and as of right now, all we have is each other. And, you know, it's time to be as human as possible.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
as human.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't feel real human. A lot of behavior that's out here right now.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, it really is.
Exactly.
But even like we were just talking about, AI, it can also start to play a part in detaching from real and emotions and real stuff. And we have to be careful. We have to be the guardians of the gate of our feelings and emotions, and making sure that we're able to convey human element moving forward.
Right. That is true. And
You know,
I definitely would just want to give a rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent, as well as
DJ Clark Kent.
Yes, that was my
man. DJ Clark Kent did a remix back in the day. First of all, he was dope and a cool ass person.
Right.
When you would get to New York, he would be nice and cool. I mean, even him, the 45 King too, who was really a sweet cat, good dude, creative cat. But Clark Kent also did some Digital Underground remix stuff back in the day, and it was dope. He did some really dope stuff. So definitely shout out to DJ Clark Kent.
Clark Kent, for sure.
You know, and you know, we be here all night doing obituary stuff. So it's like,
my man,
love to everybody out there.
I mean,
that we have respect.
You know, like we were talking about before, Dwayne Wiggins and Angie Stone, and you know, all these different folks. I mean, Roy Ayers. Oh my God, Roy Ayers, who we love so much. And so, you know, like I said, the idea, we don't want to get into that, because you have to charge it to our mind, not our heart, because our heart, we think of all the people that have been leaving here, and you know, we're not in a rush to see you, but you know, we're gonna continue.
We love you.
We love you, and we're gonna continue to push forward and show our appreciation and love for your inspiration and what you've been able to do for us all individually and
for the culture.
You know, I just want to thank you again, Abdul, for being here.
For sure.
And being our first guest. I think that was really good. We didn't have any alcohol or anything.
Nothing. It's a dry set. No smoke in the air. No licks.
This is sober California. But love and respect to one and all out there. Another episode of Like Father, Like Fun.
Yeah.
You know, with my main man, So Too.
Yeah. Make
Matt
sure.
Mega on the ones and twos.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Click to subscribe, and what'd you say?
Yes. Yes. And so, you know, I think it's important that So Too lets us know that we need to make sure that you go get us wherever you subscribe to everything. Get to the YouTube channel. Get to dungmusic.com. You know, get ready for the journey as we continue. And
Go check out the music,
come check out the music, hang out with us, check out the videos, hang out with us. We do it all for you. We do it for us. We do it for the glory. Because like you said, if you take care of the art, commerce will come.
100%.
So it's not our priority, but it is part of what we need to be able to continue to succeed. Love and respect to you all. Compassion, understanding, and respect, and love, and all that good stuff. Come together. We're all we have. We're all we got. We are all we got. So let's do this. Like father, like fun. So too, Matt Meg on the ones and twos. Our guest, Abdul Malik Abbott, filmmaker, musician, songwriter. ChopMaster J, baby.